Hey guys, what's going on? It's Obezgaming back again with another video, and today we have got an informed James Tavernier review for you. He is the featured team of the week this week, so he has had a double boost, putting him up to an 84 rated card. This looks like a really nice card, obviously a very popular player last year on FIFA with his various cards, and once again I feel like he will be again this year with this card and any future cards he gets because he's so well rounded. But jumping straight into the player bio, he is 5'11" with high medium work rates, right footed and 3-star, 3-star. Now obviously with him being a right back, those high medium work rates, they're not horrendous, but they're also not ideal. Maybe high would be better, or medium high. But that being said, because this card is such a good all-rounder card, playing him right back probably wouldn't be my first suggestion, to be honest with you. But before we get onto that, let's jump into the details of his attributes. He does have 90 pace with a small split, so that's really nice. Really good shooting, so nice high attack positioning, decent enough shot power, good pens as well. Finishing a little bit low, but again, obviously he's a right back, so you can't ask for too much there. This is the lowest of his stats there. Passing looks nice, decent vision, really good crossing for a right back. Strong short passing, good curve as well. He can also take free kicks, so he's a set piece taker, which is an added bonus. The dribbling, good agility, good balance. Reactions as well, still decent. You know, all sort of high 70s, low 80s, all really nice. Good composure as well. The defending at 80, obviously on the base card, and in previous years the big complaint has been the defending, even though he is a defender. So with it being 80 means that when you do stick a shadow or a backbone on it, you are going to be getting that up into really usable areas of the 90s. So decent interceptions. The only thing that's a little bit low there is the heading accuracy, but you're not going to be too bothered about that. And the physicals are absolutely lovely. 80 jumping on someone who's already 5'11" is decent. 95 stamina is perfect, and good strength and aggression as well. In terms of player traits, he does have the early cross trait, and that's the only thing of note there really. But in terms of where to use this player and what chem style to use, for me, he is just the absolute perfect card to use in a 5 at the back / 3 at the back. So my favourite formation is 3-4-2-1. I'm going to be bringing out a video on tactics for that later in the week, and I think he's just absolutely perfect for that right mid / right wing back role to get up and down that right hand side. The stam's good, all round really nice stats. When you stick a shadow on him, the pace is maxed out and the defending's really nice, and he's going to be more than capable of getting in and scoring goals as well with those decent shooting stats. I mean, if you did want to play him as an out-and-out right midfielder, obviously you'd probably want to boost that finishing, but other than that, you know, he looks like a really good all-rounder. And if you wanted to play him centre mid in game, again, really good option. The only thing I'd say about playing centre mid is the 3-star 3-star doesn't really favour to that too much. But I think for a right mid in a back 5 / back 3, I think that's not going to be a problem at all. I think it's going to be absolutely perfect. I got him for around 40k. He will drop further than that, which means he will be less than Kyle Walker. And for me, other than that rule breaker Trent, he's probably the best right back in the game at the moment. So let's jump into some gameplay and see how he feels in game. So as I said in the intro, I am using him as a right midfielder in a 3-4-2-1. But again, you know, that's pretty similar to a right wing back in a 5 at the back, and that is definitely for me the preferred position for this card because it is so good at going up and down. But in terms of the card itself, I mean, if we run through sort of each of the key points with him, pace, absolutely great. You know, obviously 90 pace base, I stick a shadow on, so it's maxed out, so he did feel really quick. And along with that, with the dribbling, he did feel very responsive, as you'd hope. He does feel like very lean, very agile, very nippy. So even though the reactions, the balance are all around the 80 mark, once you get in that maxed out pace in there, he does feel very fast. That's not a concern in the slightest for me. In terms of the on the ball ability, very good on the ball dribbling, good quick feet, was able to left stick dribble with him really well. So for me, weaving up and down that right hand side was absolutely no problem with him. I was having a really good time with him. Defensively, really solid. You know, the person I think he'll probably get compared to the most because of the way you'd like to link him is Kyle Walker. And in comparison to him, the only sort of thing he loses out on is maybe he's not quite as strong in the tackle because obviously the physicalities, and he's not the same sort of stocky type of player. But with that, because he is a little bit more agile, I felt, you know, you defend a little bit differently with him. You get your body position there and you try and nick the ball away rather than sort of smashing people out the way. But that being said, you know, defending wasn't a weakness of this card in the slightest. He was still absolutely fine at that. You know, really usable. No complaints from me there whatsoever. As you can see, he does get up and down and score a couple of goals across these clips, so the shooting actually came in clutch there as well, which is why for me, you know, it just seems such a shame to play this card as a right back. For me, he has to be pushed further forward up the pitch. You could use him as a holding midfielder or a centre mid, box to box, but again, then the weak foot is a little bit lacking there with the 3-star, and for me that is probably the key weakness of this card, is that 3-star weak foot. Skill moves you can get around because his left stick dribbling is so good, but with the weak foot that does let him down a little bit. You know, cutting inside, there was a couple of passes that went astray because I was cutting inside and he was playing him on his left foot. But that, you know, when you do use him as a right back or a right midfielder, you can minimise that, you know, fairly comfortably. And when you do keep it to the basics with this card, you know, left stick dribbling and sort of quick 1-2s up and down the wing, there's not really anyone I've used that's better at that sort of role up and down the pitch. So I've been really, really impressed with him. Price-wise, you know, he's cheaper than Kyle Walker. So, I mean, as long as you can fit him into the team, the links is a bit of an issue, but if you can fit him into the team, then you're laughing. Hopefully there's an improved Joe Gomez card at some point this year, because that'd be really helpful in getting him in. If not, you know, I'm not suggesting playing Kyle Walker at centre back, but it would work. But again, then, you know, you didn't hear that from me. But yeah, for me, this card, without being, you know, absolutely incredible at any one thing, he's just really, really solid, really, really good. No clear faults other than the weak foot, but, you know, in the general play, no clear faults at all. So for me, if you can get him in, it's an absolute bargain at the price he's going to be at. So yeah, I'd be saying, you know, this card is a solid 8.59 out of 10 for me, and I'll certainly be using him in my 3-4-2-1 formation. But that brings me to the end of the video, guys, so I hope you enjoyed. I hope that's helped you make a decision on him. If it has, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.